Hello, my name is Wilson, and today I'm doing the first review of a smartphone with you. I bring here the Samsung Z Fold 4, and we're gonna do the unboxing and gonna talk about this phone today. So here we have the Samsung Z Fold 4. This is the version with 512 gigabytes with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and it's a Phantom Black. So let's open it. And here we have the Z Fold. We have some papers here. Type C cable, some guides, quick start guides, but the most important, the Z Fold. Let's see, I don't want to scratch it. Here I have, let's check, nothing more inside the box, empty. And here we have the Z Fold. Look, beautiful. Phantom Black, nice touch. Really nice. So after the unboxing, I already have installed all the applications I need, my contacts, everything. I already have been using this for 2 days ago. And about the design, it has a strong body with a Gorilla Glass Victus Plus in front and back. I already installed the screen protector, and it has an IPX8 water resistant, and this means it can go to 1.5 meters underwater for 30 minutes. But be careful because it is not resistant to dust. They advise you when you unbox this, and there is something here on the screen saying you need to be careful with dust, because it has no protection against dust, just water. So here we have the oneUI, and it's packed with a lot of features. And remember, Samsung has one of the best security software, so you can rely on that. And they are developing a lot of new features to help the new users and to convince a lot of people to join the Samsung family. So one of the first features I would like to highlight will be the performance profile. So in here in the performance profile, we can change to highlight performance, and it will prioritize your battery life and cooling efficiency over processing speed. And what this does is will save you some battery life reducing the performance, but don't think this one will perform badly this way. You can enable this feature all the time and still get a really good performance. Also, if you're going to play some games, it will change to normal performance without needing to do anything in your system, and will stay after finishing your game. It will stay in the light performance. Other thing I would like to highlight is the side unlock, and that's a preference of mine. I really love it. It's something I can trust. It's always work fine. You can unlock, and again and again, and it won't fail you. So I really love this. The other thing I would like to highlight is the new software for folds that Samsung made. It will really help you to multitasking. You can you open the YouTube and through some contacts here and everything. It's really useful. You can just throw a lot of things here and just multitasking everything. Also, another small thing I really love on these phones, it's the smart switch. It's just a small thing. I just love it because you just need to pick this and just transfer all your data to another phone. It's really easy, you can use it in every phone. Also, something I really think is useful in this phone, it's somewhere here. It has some tips and user manual, and where it explains some settings you can use. I will really recommend you to use these tutorials. They explain a lot of things, some tips, and device connections. Yeah, it helps a lot to make the best use of this phone. Another thing I like on these phones, it's the always on display. It's really useful, and in the oneUI you can just enable the notification just to open your always on display when you tap once on the screen and it shows the always on display. You can tap again and it opens your screen, and icons of something like WhatsApp or another application will appear around, under the time. You can press it and it's like a shortcut to the application you really need, and it's really nice. The screen goes off and you are like saving some battery, and you're still using your always on display, saving some battery at the same time. Another thing I really like on this phone, and you can have it on any Android phone, it's the link to Windows, and here you can just use everything on your phone through your computer. You can send emails, messages, images. You can check everything in your phone through your computer. Another thing, of course, never forget is the DeX, and where is it? Is here, DeX, and you can use this to connect your TV at home and use this phone like a desktop computer or something like that. It's very useful. About the display, in the cover screen we have a 6.2 inches screen with a dynamic AMOLED and adaptive 120 Hz. On the fold screen we have a 7.6 inches screen with a dynamic AMOLED and adaptive frame rate with 120 Hz. This display is really beautiful. I love it to watch some movies here, especially Netflix, of course. And I'm gonna give you just a little example of how it looks to watch some movies here. We have here an example. It has a really great sound, and you can enlarge it and watch it in full screen. It's really great. I love it. It's perfect. About the audio, you have your stereo speakers. They have a really great sound. They are tuned by AKG. You can also improve the quality of the sound. You just need to go to the settings and enable it here, and it improves a lot when you're playing or when you're watching some movies or music. I'm just gonna play some sample here, and it's really loud. You know, sound is coming from here and it's really loud. It's really loud. It has amazing sound. Trust me, it's amazing. And here about the performance, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, and it works really well in this smartphone. I think it gives it a great performance and improves also the battery life of this phone compared to the Z Fold 3 with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. It also is equipped with 12 GB of RAM, and They say the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 it gives them some boosts, and they claim they have an improved power efficiency about 30% compared to the Gen 1, and it has a boosted performance about 10% faster compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Played some Genshin Impact and Diablo Immortal, and you can expect the best performance with a beautiful image. You know, this is a big screen and with a great sound, and it's everything a gamer wants. And I played some Genshin Impact, Diablo Immortal, and I did run it smoothly, without crashes or breaks. Of course, it gets a little bit warm, but it's okay. It's comfortable on your hands, and you really have a great pleasure playing games on this phone. And here you can check without crashing. Really great graphics, nice audio. Turn it a little bit louder. Yeah, it's just a bit laggy because I'm using Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi is kind of far away. I'm gonna switch to the and it should run smoothly now without crashing or anything. It's really nice to play here with this huge screen. Love it. We also have the Genshin Impact here, and it also runs it really smoothly without crashing or anything. Yeah, sometimes a bit laggy. Yeah, but it's on high definitions with max FPSs, high graphics, and it works really well. About the battery, we here have a 4400 milliamperes dual cell battery, and I managed to have a full day of battery every day between using the cover screen and the full screen for multitasking, watching movies or gaming. Of course, not in a hardcore gaming, but I could handle this pretty all the day. If you want to charge it, you have a 25 watts fast charging, and it will take you like 1 hour and 15 minutes to a full charge, and also has a 15 watts wireless charge. Of course, if you use this device intensively, the battery will not last a day, and I recommend to buy one of the wireless power banks. They are really useful and quite easy to use. You just need to stick it on the back of your phone, and will get you through all the day for sure. For the cameras, it has 3 cameras, triple cameras behind. It has a 50 megapixel primary sensor. It has a 12 megapixel ultra wide and 10 megapixel telephoto with 3 times optical zoom. So this is me recording with the Galaxy Samsung Z Fold 4. Has a great quality. Can zoom till 12 times. So with a good stabilization, I'm gonna run a bit to check how the stabilization is working, and it looks like it's really doing great. Concluding, we have a great smartphone here with a great display. We have the cover display. If you want a bit more bigger one, you have this big display. It's good for gaming, good for media, good for everything if you want to multitask or do something from your work. It has stylus support. You can use a stylus pen or a fold pen. It has a great performance with the Snapdragon Gen 1 Plus. It works really well in this device. It has good cameras. They are not the top 5 cameras in the smartphones world, but they do their job and they work well. It has a great software, the oneUI, and another thing, this smartphone is good for people with small hands like me, and I can manage to work with this phone very well with just one hand, but I think someone with a bigger hands will have some hard time to handle with this cover screen. The downside, of course, is the price. It costs 1,800 euros in Portugal and in Europe. You can find some promotions. I found one from Vodafone, and I paid about 1,000 euros for it, with 512 gigabytes and 12 gigabytes of RAM. And the other negative aspect of this phone is the battery. It has 4,400 milliamperes, and for me it does its job. It can last a day, but if you use it intensively, of course you will need some support, like a power bank, a wireless power bank, as I talked about before. And yeah, this is it. This was the review of the Samsung Z Fold 4, and I hope you liked it. Leave a like, comment below, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye! Bye!